Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for tuning in once again, and my name is Adhere. And so if you're new here, please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on your post notification so you can always be notified when I upload a video. It's always good you like, or it helps me when you like the video, because it makes YouTube know that this is a very good video, and that as a result of that they can share the video to other people, just so they can also be informed and aware, just as you have been informed now. All right, so with the title, we'll be talking about the do's and don'ts of going to university, or I would say that everything you need to do, or the things you need to do and not to do when you are going to the university. I can't remember in 2019 I did the same video, so you might want to check it out. But then this is 2021 or 2022, because we are almost into 2022. So yeah, 2022, this is 2022. So definitely there should be an update. So I'd love you to enjoy the entire video. Do not click out, and without further ado, let's get right into it. I want to begin with the do's, and then I'll end with the don'ts. First thing you want to do when coming or going to the university is to keep your items well. Items such as your laptop, your envelopes, your and even your credential. So when I say laptop, you might be wondering, when I say envelope, you might be wondering what kind of envelope. Normally when freshmen are coming to the university, they tend to have this envelope which contains their admission letter, acceptance letter, what, so on and so forth. And you have to keep that very well, because people know you are very naive and new to the system, and if you are not careful, people will just steal from you. It's quite unfortunate, they might steal from you, or they might just take advantage of you and take such things. And then those things are very personal, hence it has to be kept well. So please keep your, I will not emphasize on how you would have to keep your laptops very well, because it's one thing that people cherish. I mean, thieves cherish a lot when they come to students and then they want to steal. They make sure they don't leave without taking their laptops. So please take that into consideration. In as much as you're keeping your laptops or your items well, be sure to keep yourself well, because people know that you are new to the system. Once again, this point would go to the ladies most especially, when guys want to come around and do all the unnecessary stuff with you. And so please be sure, guide yourself, guide your heart, just so you don't leave or complete first year with heartbreaks. And most of the times they say about 10 or 20% of first year females end the semester or the entire year with a heartbreak, and then it could be very detrimental if you do not get someone to help you out of it. By that, it can affect your 4-year stay on campus. The next thing is to study hard and have fun. Yes, I'm going to include studying hard. I'm going to include having fun to studying hard. It's very important to study hard, just so you are not found within the categories of trail students. Most of the times when freshmen come to school, they think trailing is far away from them, especially when they find out the mark you need to acquire before you trail. But trailing is not something which is far from everybody, and the only way you can skip or avoid trailing, is by studying very hard. So be sure to study hard and have fun. When you study hard, you need to release the tension, the pressure off, and so your mental health is at stake. Be sure to have fun, walk around, do something meaningful that brings you joy and then happiness. The next thing is to make friends and build your network. People say your network is your net worth. Try not to be an introvert. If you're an introvert, at least you should try to have a few friends around, Just mean you need the help of a lot of your friends, and that is when your friends, and that is when they will come in handy. Your friends, building friends or networks. Having friends or building network is a very important thing to have in the university. So you don't be like, oh, I'm so intelligent, or I have a lot of money, or I'm from a wealthy home, and so regardless, have friends. If you're like, oh, I have lots of provisions, or I want to talk to people, have friends. Have good and responsible friends. I didn't say you should go around and choosing friends that have money and all sort of things, but you should have friends that would have a good impact in your life, that in 5 years or 10 years time after the university you can look back and say, oh, okay, I'm glad I made you as a friend, or you someone that can help you out. I'm not saying you should also make friends having expectations, okay? So keep that in mind. Another thing would be to enroll or engage in leadership seminar or extracurricular activities. Extracurricular activity helps to build that say social or leadership side of you that you do not even know. Considering leadership activities as well, it exposes you, it gives you the platform you need, it makes you think from a different perspectives. I mean, sometimes it's not everybody, but it helps groom you, especially if you know that you have a vision of becoming a leader one day in a country or in your community or any other thing. Then I will encourage you to sign up or enroll for leadership seminars or any extracurricular activity. Maybe engaging in student administration, what they call campus politics, is also another thing I would want to advise you to take it up upon yourself, because it also grooms you as well, considering all the negative things that is associated with student administration or campus politics. If one gets a chance to join such a thing, it takes away the idle time. I believe at point in one's time one becomes dull and is idle and things. Joining such things will take the idleness and boredom and prevent you from doing unnecessary things. Another thing I'd like to emphasize over and over again is to be consistent in attending lectures. People come with the whole idea or misconception that in university you do not need to attend lectures, which is very wrong. Attending lectures is one of the keys to attaining your academic success. Now, there are instances where students would not attend lectures, or out of the entire semester, students go for lectures 2 or 3 times and still excel tremendously. Those are students with exceptional cases. But if you think that you need to hear what the lecturer is saying before you get to understand, because your colleague or your friend might not do the explanation, might not do justice to the explanation as how the lecturer would want it to be, then please, I would advise you to attend lecture. Look at your friend and copy blindly, because that is where you'll be entering towards the trail zone. But then if you're not well or something comes up as an emergency, you can ask permission from your class rep or from your course tutor. Even in some programs, lectures take attendance, award 5 or 10 marks to attendance for the semester, and so that's the reason why you want to be consistent regardless in attending lectures. Now let's go to the financial or economic aspects of the dues. But then I hope you've liked this video and you've subscribed and share with your friends. Concerning the financial aspect, you would need to spend within your means. Normally when students come to first year, some people want to live the extravagant life because they've heard a lot of things about the university, but then I want to tell you, you can still live a minimum or minimal life and you're going to be perfectly okay and be fine. Honestly, You do not need to buy things that you cannot afford. You don't need to go to places where you cannot be and afford. You just tend to give your parents unnecessary pressure. You tend to mount so much unnecessary pressure on yourself, and then life becomes very difficult. People like that tend to lie a lot because they need, or they feel they need to be accepted in some kind of society or clique. But then the question is, how long can you keep up with the lie? It means your life would have to be guided, and your life will be built around lies your entire time in the university. What if you say this today and the next time you're speaking to someone else and you forgot? You need to keep up with the lie, and I think it's a lot of work. So be you and be real, and do not say you have this when you do not have. Just, it is okay to spend within your means. It is okay to live the life you have now and make it better by studying hard or engaging in extracurricular activities. And I have a video where I spoke about the side hustles that to engage in as a student. I also spoke about how to make money. I have such videos on the channel, so you might want to check them out. I'm going to be putting the link up here or in the description. Maybe that could fetch you a lot of money, but I do not encourage you lying to keep up with your social status. Therefore, it's only important if you spend within your means. One thing I will encourage you to do is to be tolerant. The reason why I say that is a lot of people might not have lived with other people. Someone might have attended a day school during high school, or even sometimes people even attend boarding schools in JHS and busy school. But this is the time that you need to cohabitate with other people. It can be very hard. I won't lie to you, it can be very hard, and so you would have to be tolerant, because this is a place you're about to live with extra 3 people, and some schools there are 3, 4. Most cases you have 4. There are always 4 in a room. I also have a video talking about expectation versus reality. I have a lot of campus related series that I want you to go to the channel now and watch all of them, because it will be very helpful to you. Yes, trust me, it will be very helpful. Click on the link, watch the entire video. Okay, so since they are often four, you are often 4 in a room, you might have people who are sweet, some people are annoying, some all sort and manner of people you would have to live with for a year. So be patient and be tolerant, and do not forget Jesus, because he's the author and finisher of our faith. Involve him, seek his face, ask for his help. He said, he who puts his trust in the Lord shall never be put to shame. You would need Christ in this 4 years. And there is something about studying that I would also want you to emphasize on. You need to approach maybe senior course-mates, the good ones, because you have people that would discourage you about the course. We have people that would not help you, that will not lift your spirit, and so try to approach the good ones. That way you can start or begin your CW or GPA very, very, very strong. Because one thing most people don't tend to know is that the way you have to learn in university is quite different from university. It's learning, but one thing people do not know is that the approach is different. People don't want to talk to people. People don't ask, and I was a victim of that. I believe I could have done so much very well than I did if I did that. I want to urge or encourage you to do that. Talk to people, speak to them about your program, and they are good people who really help you. You have to desist from peer pressure. I think I've made a similar point about this in the previous point, but peer pressure is something which really affects people on campus. Please, your yes should be your yes and your no should be your no. You should try to have a mind of your own, just so you are not tossed around and swayed off by anything. Friends come and say, let's go to the club, and you don't want to go, but you think you have to be in this cycle, and so you attend, and you have to study, and you have to rest, and you have to sleep, and you sacrifice all of that for the approval of your friend. That can be very harmful. If you find yourself doing that in first year, I don't know how it's going to be. Sorry, I don't know how it's going to be or look like for you for your entire 4-year stay on campus, but I will encourage you to desist from peer pressure and have a mind of your own. So now I think the video is getting very lengthy, so then just the last thing about the don'ts is be real and know where you come from. Sometimes realizing, acknowledging where you come from helps and saves you so much time and trouble. For instance, with the peer pressure, meeting social status, if you know who you are and you know that I'm not fit, I'm not fit for this particular thing, it prevents you from even trying or engaging in it. And people might not know who they are, people might not discover themselves, but try to make it a point to know who you are, understand yourself, and discover yourself before you come out of the university. That is one thing that is going to help you so much after leaving the school. All right, so I wish you nothing but the best and your entire first day of campus. I know some of you are nervous, some of you are scared, some of you are hyped up, some of you are excited. You cannot wait for the entire experience, but I understand. All the best. Keep calm, keep your head high, chin up. You do so well. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. Be sure to share this video, I hope you like, please comment, and then let's have an interaction. And then if there is something I didn't include in this video, if you're a continuing student or you are past student of the university, you can also let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Let's help the new ones out there, and I'll be excited if you do that. And so God bless you, and I will see you in another video. Let me know if you enjoyed the video, because very soon I'll be giving you campus tour and things like that. So let me know the hall you want to see, the hall you want me to tour first, or the kind of let me just know. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and God bless you. Peace.